When I was in high school, I was close with my English teacher, and I'll call her Mrs. H. I didn't have the best home life, so this teacher acted like a mentor figure in my life. I was also somewhat of a soul. I would spend a lot of free time in her class reading and telling stories. October during my junior year, I had been reading horror stories for weeks. By the time Halloween came around, I had read all I could stand and was itching for a good story. When I expressed this to my teacher, she offered to tell me one. It was well known in my school that my teacher was superstitious. She had many stories that she would tell, if you asked. So, I took her up on her offer. From this point on, I'll write the story in the first person. This is what she told me. Ever since I was little, I could feel supernatural things. Stuff like ghosts, hexes, and things like that. My entire family were also superstitious, so when I started saying things like, I see something or I feel something, they wouldn't dismiss it. Most people would dismiss supernatural things they hear and see, so when I grew up, I still had the ability to see and hear stuff. When I got into college, I joined one of the most popular sororities. I was close with most of the girls there, and we were great friends. Every year, when we got pledges, we would decide who would join by unanimous vote. This particular year, we had an influx of pledges. We knew we would only have enough room for about two or three. One of these pledges stood out. Her name was Anna. She was charming and a social butterfly. By the end of Rush, she had won over all of the other sorority sisters and was a top contender to join. However, I couldn't bring myself to like her. There was this off energy about her, and it made my blood run cold. I guess she could sense this, because at some point she started to focus her energy on me. She would try to give me food or offer to carry stuff for me. Despite her sweet personality, there was something cold about her. When the sisters and I talked about pledges, I expressed my fears. Although they didn't understand why, they respected my no and we went with other pledges. After a week, we announced the pledges who would join us. After that, Anna pretty much disappeared. It was like she dropped off the face of the earth. I went on with my business and didn't think much of it. I began to focus on my swim team. I was captain, so I had responsibilities. I began to schedule extra practices. One day I scheduled a late night swim meet. When I got there, no one had arrived. I sent out another message to remind them, but decided to just get started without them. I got dressed and hit the pool. The entire time I had a bad queasy feeling. I thought that it was because it was at night and I was alone. But when I climbed up on the diving board, it got worse. Looking down at the water, I could tell that if I dove into the water, I wouldn't be able to come back. It felt like a primal fear of death. I decided to call one of the swim team members I trusted. When I got hold of them, I asked why they were late and they were confused. I asked them about the call, to which they said, "What call?" And I began to feel sick. Something was not right. I don't know what I was looking for, but I started searching around the pool for something off. I was looking for a broken pipe or chemicals. I was searching for justification for me to be upset, and I found it. Right by the pool was a closet where we put things like pool lane divers and floaties. Inside, I found candles, lemons, nails, all the things used in deadly black magic hexes. To this day, I can't prove that Anna did it. I know it was her. I can feel it.